What's up? What's happening, good people? Y'all know what time it is, man. It is Wednesday. The Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In. I'm Jay Walking the third. That's my brother, my partner, my drinking partner, Carolina Dirt 803. What's happening with you?
Man, I'm happy as Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In. Well, my car acting up, bro. Man, I just want to say fuck that car, but that car been a blessing. So
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
all you can say about an automobile because
yeah,
they'll get to you every once in a while. But
yeah.
check this out, man. With no further ado, man, new patron to bar BOTB, soon to be family, Mr. Comedian Petty Freddy. What's happening with you, Flair?
What's good, big dog? What's good, man? Comedian Petty Freddy, man. Your auntie comedian, man. You know what's going on, man.
Man, look, same old same, man. It's good to have you here with us. I've
Likewise.
been following you, like I said, on TikTok for a while, man. You got a flair for the words. You are very descriptory. You in a geographic area that we know a lot about, and you ain't told no
Absolutely.
lies.
Absolutely. No
I don't
lies
know.
told.
I don't know. We said we were on a strip club thing, but that number one, I think I had tapped in on his when he first
I
posted the video, but I'll leave it
man,
alone. We said
listen,
we don't get
listen,
that.
listen. One thing I'm gonna say, like I said, I just feel like that list that I composed, boy, it stirred a lot of confusion, especially on Facebook.
It did.
I understand like the errors, and then like I told people, a lot of people got to understand and factor in that I'm originally not from Columbia, but to me, those are my top 10 as far as my experience. Now, granted, I know it was some more, and people would have been like, well, no, this was the number one. That might have been the number one for you. That was your era. I can't talk about nothing that I ain't experienced, but you know, all in all, man, it's still, content for the city, man. I just want to bring different ideas to the city. It ain't, I'm not trying to, paint us in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? So any content I create, especially with the Metro name attached to it, I try to do it some justice. Um, and if I bring 50 new people that never knew nothing about Columbia, South Carolina, to Columbia, South Carolina, whether it's via traveling, coming through, stopping in, checking it out, or just on the social media aspect, I did my job. So that's what I do it for. Do it for the
Yeah,
people. You know what
Absolutely,
I'm saying?
yeah.
absolutely. And let's not get it twisted, cause if you are melanin, a melanated people, cause chances are you got somebody that's from here. You got some
Absolutely.
family member that's
Absolutely.
from here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's what's up, man. Like I said, it's good to see the way you're going about it and how you try to stay positive, how you try to stay enlightened. It's not enough of that going on, man. A
Right,
lot of people want to tap into the bullshit, to the negativity,
right.
and it's enough of that. I don't
Yeah.
feel like I need to add in that category.
Right. Right. Right.
So we gonna get to this thing, man. We gonna do first call, aka the six pack. I got three questions. My brother got three questions.
Let's do it.
Ain't no right or wrong shit. It's just how you feel in the moment.
Let's do it.
So my brother said his car tried to take a shit on him. So that's one of my questions. What automobile did you own or have access to that got you in the most trouble?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. My first car I ever owned got me in the most trouble because at first I didn't know how to drive this big motherfucker. I got a Broham, a 1989 Cadillac Broham from my granddaddy. He gave it to me. Um, the only twist was that I had to do the maintenance. I had to get everything done on my own. I knew nothing about cars, especially a car of that length. And I was young. I maybe was 15 at the time.
Mm.
And me and my partners, man, we'll get in there and we'll ride. And man, one thing about Cadillacs, anybody ever own a Cadillac, once one thing go wrong, everything under the sun go wrong. Especially those older cars. You talking about big body steel, like.
Okay.
And I messed around and hit something bad and messed up the fender on my car. And my granddad was like, "Yeah, bro, this car ain't for you. So you got to come on up off of this. Like
Yeah, I mean,
you making me look bad."
it take a lot, cause to drive around in a Fleetwood 22 feet long, cause
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't care how tall you are, that hood long as hell.
Right, right. And I was a youngin too. I was a youngin. So like anything I ever did or I tried to be sneaky, I couldn't be. You can't be sneaky in no spaceship. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
Hell,
that's
you
facts.
can't. Yeah, you can't hide the fact that you're in this big long, big body caddy. Like but it got me in a lot of trouble. But it got me from where I needed to go. I tell you that. I
I
rode it
know
till the
that's
wheels
right.
fell off. Literally, rode it till the wheels fell off.
What's your favorite struggle meal? Cause no matter how much money you worth, what's
Oh
your struggle
man,
meal gonna be?
without question, man. Pork and beans, rice, pork and beans and wings, rice, fried chicken, little Kool-Aid. I'ma eat that. I could be a millionaire in the Hamptons. And my maid or whoever personal chef, I don't want no garnish on it. I want it the same way I got it.
I might
Good
fuck
white
you up if
rice.
you try to garnish some
Yeah,
goddamn bean
yeah.
wings, cuz.
Don't put no parsley on. They try to make it look gourmet. Like leave it struggle. I need the struggle, and I need the Kool-Aid to be extra sweet. Couple cubes of ice, and we gonna be all right. Chicken got to be fried the right way. Like it got to be
Okay.
fried the right way.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
that's
made some Sunday. I ate some
man.
Sunday.
Listen.
I made some pork and beans Sunday, ate it Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, all right. You better know it. You better know it. That's one meal you can't go wrong, and you're gonna be full. That's the thing. It's a full meal. Like you're not gonna be still hungry after you eat something like that.
Oh, you gonna be sleep, cuz that is
Man,
sleep.
what you talk about? That's the real itis. That's the meal that can eat
Yeah,
itis for real.
for sure. It's two things in the black community. If you having trouble sleeping, a pot of motherfucking grits and some pork and beans and sausage, cuz.
Man, you ain't got to never worry about no sleep. You ain't got to. That's the last thing you're gonna need to be worrying about. You might have to worry about having a little gas,
Yeah.
but other than that, you all right with the pork and beans winning. Can't go
My,
wrong. Don't miss.
my last question, and especially you, because you are entertaining people with comedy. What comedy do you feel like you would do? You would star in. You would do over and star in.
Um, to be real, I get this question asked a lot. I think now where I'm at doing comedy, one thing that I would have liked to do more of is more of like improv comedy, like on the spot, like because I can freestyle comedy. So a lot of improv too, like like kind of like how Wild 'N Out do it, and we gonna talk about that a little later on because it's not
Okay.
improv. Wild 'N Out is not improv for those that don't know. Because I went to a couple of their seminars. It is scripted. So you get to rehearse it, but you can't mess up on stage. The only factor is when it's live, it's live. Like, but yeah, that's one
That's
of
what it is.
that's one of the things that I wish I could have did more of, like a lot of improv comedy.
I can dig it. That's my three.
All right. If you can remodel, they done crushed it now. Which one would you remodel? Columbia Mall or Richmond Fashion Mall?
Man, got to do Columbia Mall, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I never really was a Richland Fashion Mall type dude, cause
Man.
4 acres. I mean, I get now. Now don't get me wrong. Now, Richland Mall did have some stores that they had the good food spots in there. They had the TGIL Fridays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, Columbia Mall had Piccadilly, so it was like, we all right. We all right over here. Yeah, we got Piccadilly's. We all right. But if I had to choose from me, it'd be Columbia Mall for sure.
Shit, Columbia Mall had Pick-a-Boonky in there. They used to be. They used to be in there. They used to be in there.
Yes, Lord.
Oh shit! I had a man. More important to Columbia. I forgot who I asked this. More important to Columbia. Bravo Road or 2 Notch?
Man, 2 Notch, man. 2 Notch. 2 Notch. You gotta understand, 2 Notch take you a long way, dog. Like people don't understand how far 2 Notch actually run. Like just go on 2 Notch and just drive.
Broad River do too though. Drive your ass right into the ocean.
Yeah. Broad River do 2 Notch. Don't get me wrong, but two Notch is just kind of like if you in the city, like you got to at some point. You can kind of avoid Broad River, but at some point, if you're in Columbia, you gonna be on 2 Notch. At some point,
Nah, they both the main vein, cause you gonna hit both of them motherfuckers 3 times a day if you out moving.
Yeah. Depending on what you got going on, yeah. But to me, 2 Notch, I don't know, man. 2 Notch is 2 Notch lit. I ain't gonna lie. Like Broad River is lit in its own way, but 2 Notch, man, 2 Notch got some stuff with it, boy. I ain't gonna lie. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I'm about to
Whatever,
say.
whatever you're trying to get yourself into, just go on tonight. I promise you,
All
you'll
right.
find it.
In South Carolina, what's a bigger day? In South Carolina, what's a more bigger day than SC State homecoming?
Well, that's tough. A bigger day. What's the biggest day? I'm not gonna lie. SC State homecoming is kind of like is that day. I'm not gonna lie, but if I don't know, man. That's a tough one though.
All right, let me ask you this. Then. I'll make it a little harder. What was more live? SC State homecoming or the Palmetto City Classic?
Man, Palmetto City Classic, hands down. Hands down. Yeah, hands down.
Palmetto City Classic.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah,
that was different. I'm not gonna lie. Benedict versus State, it was crazy. Like whoever thought of that was a genius. They should have been did that. That was crazy. I wish they would do it now, but it just city too far gone for that now. Like Orangeburg and Columbia together.
Yeah, that ain't.
Yeah, it's
that's kind of
like two different countries now.
Yeah, that's like a civil war. Like that's like you bringing a civil war in the city for the weekend.
Yeah.
At this point,
they gonna have 26 stops. Like right when you hit Sandy Run.
Right.
Right when you hit Sandy Run. No, you can't go fast. It's not today.
Okay,
that
man.
That was my three.
That was what we call first call a six pack. Great participation there, cuz we're gonna get right into some conversation. We gonna get to what you got going on as well.
Okay.
But there's always some stories in the news that I be one perspective on. Okay, and it's always good to have different perspectives. So this is gonna be our first top reel of the night.
So a former Arkansas police chief chose to call out all the snitches that he could think of in the town of Hughes. The former Hughes, Arkansas police chief, Cortez Bowers, took to Facebook Live to just go on a rant and call out a lot of snitches. I do have a portion of the video that I'm going to share after this. Now, I thought about bleeping out all of the names, but to be honest, they're available on all social media platforms. And at this point, I don't think it would do any good. But I want everyone to know that I feel like calling out snitches, doing this, endangering people's lives, I don't know. There's just something so icky about it to me. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying I agree with people snitching to get themselves out of trouble. I'm just saying that I feel like endangering people's lives because you're upset about something, mad about something, feel like you've been pushed too far is a little icky too. What is your opinion? What do you think?
Chris Johnson. Y'all think he street? Y'all think he tough? He police. Man, I tell you, when I started arresting folks down there, man, I didn't even ask for the information. They were just coming to me, telling me. What's going on, man? They were just coming to me, telling me. I tell you, the biggest snitch y'all had down there, Travis Anderson. Woo! Man, I got all that dope off Travis Anderson. What this dude say? I'm the look fish. I'm the look fish, man. Man, the big fish over there in the trailer. He talking about the Montgomery boys. I'm the look fish, Chief. Help me out, Chief. What you want me?
This is a newly relieved of his duties sheriff in a town called Hughes, Arkansas. This man went live on Facebook and literally ran down every snitch in their community. Now, you can't call him a snitch. He already the police.
Right.
So I don't think he a snitch. Do I think he endangering lives? Absolutely. So I'm gonna leave it to you, Mr. Pettiford, to go first on how you feel.
So I do a lot of TikTok searching myself. So I ran across this video, and what I'm gonna say, it might rub some people the wrong way. Shout out to the old police chief. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. He ain't endangering nobody's lives. They endangered their lives when they put these people names on this black and white. So when you make that decision, because you got to understand it's a two-way street. So you can't play one side of the street and then say, oh, you don't want to be on this side of the street, because you know when you in the streets, there's a lot of stuff that come with the streets. So when you get in that lifestyle, if that's a lifestyle that you live in, you got to stand on all 10 toes. So you get caught up, that was just back, and then that's why I say the morals and the principles of the streets so messed up. That's why there's all these crimes going on, because they don't live on the morals and principles that a lot of us were known for. Like back in the day, man, being a snitch was like worse than being dishonorably discharged from the army. Like you couldn't come back around. Like we don't care who you was in the streets, we don't care who you was in the city. Once that title was on your name, you was dead to people. Like I'm talking about even like your family member, like, nah, bro, like it's over with for you, love you, but I gotta love you from a distance, but you can't come to no more of the functions. Like that's just how serious it was. But now snitches get glorified. So like I don't blame him. Like, and he ain't no snitch. He was the police. He ain't told nobody. He just telling what was told to him. He just, I feel like he just relaying a message. He relaying messages that was sent to him. Public information. That's what they say. Public information. It's public. When you snitch, it's public information that you told on somebody. So, you know, like I said, if you ain't trying to live that lifestyle, don't get in that life, because you know what come with the streets. So that's why I ain't never told nobody, because my mama taught me a little boy, don't be in here being no tattletale. So right. I took heed to that as a young boy. If I can't do something and stomach it on my own, I'm not gonna do it. And one thing about me, I'm not gonna tell on myself. So,
that's real. Carolina,
I salute him. I salute him.
You ain't heard about that one?
No, I ain't heard about that one. But what I say, he doing his job. He done his job to catch people.
He ain't got no job.
I mean, but before that. But what's the difference between that and then putting out like the whole what's the name trial? When they put the trials out, they put them on.
The list, TikTok. Right?
Yeah,
right.
They have them everywhere.
Right.
The Epstein thing, they drop list. The Diddy shit, they drop list. There's no difference in it.
Right. Right.
I'm like Freddie. If you know somebody is snitch, why are you still rocking with them? Like you ain't got the awful, you just ain't got the rank with them. They can't give no info if they ain't got no info to give.
Absolutely.
But it also sounds like maybe something happened with him where he had an informant and then they tried to lie about the shit. So he like, nah, I'm about to out y'all. I done lost my job for whatever reason or whatever, or I'm pissed off about something. That kind of what it sounds like too.
Right.
Somebody was supposed to snitch, they changed their mind, and now he gonna out them.
I'm waiting on Leon Lott to drop his video.
Oh, you know he got a lot.
Leon Leon got way too much cover, cuz he got the subterfuge. He got the alphabets behind him.
Well, him or James Mix need to come on with it.
Okay.
We need to know what's going on.
But you're right though. I mean, we grew up under the whole snitches get stitches type shit, man. But it ain't stopping them. Motherfuckers been telling since they've been telling, cuz.
Yeah. That's one thing about it.
So, you know, everybody say there ain't no snitch, but somebody telling.
Absolutely.
Somebody is always telling, man. That was just some wild shit. For him to go live and be like the government's, he didn't give too many nicknames. He gave one or two nicknames because he was running it down.
Right.
And
but you gotta hold people accountable, bro. Accountability, bro. Like, so I don't blame him for it. Like, the endangering lives could be a thing, but I mean, it is what it is. You know what you signed up for when you were doing what you were doing. You was making all this money selling dope or whatever it was that you were doing. So, you know, you kind of put your neck out there anyway. So,
for the people that want to know more about it, it's like a 15, 20, 25 minute
I seen
live.
I seen it.
Sheriff Bowers, and the place is called Hughes, Arkansas. If you want to.
Yeah, see, you snitching now. If that's the case, you telling them where to find the info at now. You're telling me got name.
I'm telling them where they can get the public information. That's what you just told me.
What was he saying? He was saying, I'm gonna give you the information, but he's selling dope in the trailer. It's the same shit.
He said, I'm a little fish, cuz the big fish over there.
Said the Montgomery boy. Said the Montgomery boy had it going on in that trailer. So they had that trailer off the chain.
Hey man, look, it's a wild life out here, man. I don't even understand. Like, I ain't gonna say no, I'm gonna say it. Crime is dead, cuz. And we probably had this conversation on like you might be able to scam a little bit and you might have some longevity with scamming, but even that shit gonna get you caught up. But bro, I don't even in a country town, you on camera at least twice a day.
Absolutely.
You on camera at least twice a day. For you to think that you gonna run up in somebody's house or some other shit, man, okay, so I ain't got this video. It's a YouTube show, it's a news show called Undisputed with Rashad Ritchie. I don't know if y'all follow him or see his shit. He did a story the other day. It's a home invasion. Dude go up in this old lady house, 85 years old.
Yeah, I heard that.
Beat her up, gun butt her, go through her house. This 85-year-old woman, he handcuffed her to a chair. While he going through to search the house after he got her tied up, this 85-year-old woman drags the chair back into her bedroom, gets her 357 from underneath her pillow. And if she 85 years old, she got the dirty hair. You know she ain't got no motherfucking dust. She got the dirty hair.
It took a while to pull out like the Joker.
I ain't lying, she pulled up for hours.
They ensue. He come back. He talking shit. He said he gonna take her life, man. And they engage in a gun battle. She pull out, hit him twice. He hit her twice. 85 years old. That old lady survived. Look, stop going to people's shit, cause ain't nothing for you with somebody else's house.
Man, I'm telling you. And you know, I ain't gonna lie. Once upon a time, that was a thing. Like breaking in houses and breaking in cars. Man, you can call me what you want to call me. Man, I was scared of cat. I ain't doing none of that. If it came down to it, I probably would have willingly drove. But yeah, I'm not going to nobody's house. That's just me.
Bro,
nah, bro.
We had this guest early on into our journey, dude I went to school with, man, and he ain't Omar from the wild,
right?
But when I tell you, he might be the most anxious person that's ready for somebody kicking his door. This bro brought out the damn semi, the pump. He pulled out 2 9s. He pulled out the vest with the clips in it. He cocked the pistol with his foot.
Yeah.
He said, I'm at the house by the family out. So I'm at the house by myself. I'm just waiting with a glass of bourbon on the desk, talking to us.
Right.
Ain't nobody coming here.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and then you gotta understand, like, with the technology being how it is, like people could be on vacation, you going up in their house, they come straight to their phone. Like,
right.
You caught on 4D. Like you caught in 4K. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight on that. Like
they don't even know because they walking in the house and they face on the camera like this.
Looking stupid. Voice recorded and all.
Did y'all see that lady? It happened probably about 4 years ago. I think it was in Detroit. Like 3 dudes kicked in her door. And you see them scattered. She came out with that AR. She was
Yeah.
She went to jail. She got in trouble because she had the AR, but she protected her family, man. That's the shit. Man, that's the shit that I think when it come down to morals and shit, that law enforcement don't care about. Like now, it's like that lady protect herself just like you would have, but just because she had an AR, I understand. She probably shouldn't have had the AR, but she had it and it protected. Y'all might have been picking up a dead body.
Right. It's like we doing the job for them. Like that's we doing the police job. Like we the ones protecting and serving because they ain't protecting and serving us. So just like all they doing is criticizing what happened on the other end of crime. They ain't talking about, hey, somebody come in my house. You could either be picking up my dead body in my house, me being a homeowner, or you could be picking up X, Y, and Z off the street after I do something to them. So actually, at this point in time, I'm doing your job. And your job is to make me feel safe. Yeah, your job is to make me feel safe.
And you got to understand, like, where you at, where you don't understand what the gun culture is in this country.
Right.
Where you think how many? It might be different for motherfuckers above the Mason-Dixon line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But below that motherfucker, everybody got a pistol.
Man, it's
Your
wild.
pastor
Yeah,
got a pistol.
it's wild, wild
Everybody
west.
got a pistol.
It's wild, wild west now. Especially like with the new law just passed. It's
And especially if you are a woman, if you a single mother or just a single woman with no kid,
Right.
whatever, it's like, I know a lot of women be like, I don't like guns. I don't know. Like, I tell my brother, we done said it on the show a bunch of times. At the very least, you need to know enough about a firearm to make that motherfucker safe.
That's it. That's it.
At the very least. We don't want you to kill nobody if you don't have to. However, if it's between you and them,
it better be them.
It should be them. It should be them.
Shit, Diane said she gang caught. She caught.
Okay.
Diane, she ain't playing with it. Shit.
No,
Man,
I mean, no, go ahead.
But when it comes down to somebody invade your space, and what we say, the fight or flight,
That's right.
Survival instinct. Ain't nobody thinking about no court case. Ain't nobody thinking about, well, shit, they can't get out the house. Well, I got them until they get to the curb, or I got to see if they got a whip before I pull it. Man, when that shit hit, you ain't thinking about that at all. And the law is dirty because they just trying to lock. So they trying to lock as many people as possible. But luckily, there's so many cameras within one's house and not even know it. You know, you got your ring camera, you got your phone camera where that might get people off because there's so many cameras, or you might not have it, but your neighbors got to ask cameras where they can see that this dude done kicked in your door. But man, like my brother said, these women and kids that are vulnerable, you know, you at home, like I don't know if you heard the Hitman Holler shit from Wild 'N Out where they kick in. Like that right there, like that'll make any man weak in his knees.
Absolutely.
So
you away from home and your woman there and people in the house, and she got to pretty much shoot her way up out of there. Absolutely.
And you just on the phone, you can't do shit.
Yeah, that's
wild, man. I don't know, cuz we gonna move on, man. Just cause where there's ignorance, there's always more ignorance, cuz.
Absolutely.
Now, first, you got to get a beat that sound like chaos and the world is ending.
We've been waiting to hear the results of this one. Jonte Porter has officially received a lifetime ban from the NBA for gambling on NBA games. Now, he was on a 2-way contract with the Toronto Raptors with a salary of around $400,000. The NBA's investigation found that he made about 13 bets, totaling around $75,000 with a net profit of $20,000. So not really sure the risk on the gambling of $20,000 was worth losing the $400,000 contract and the potential to make more contracts in the NBA. He's made about $2.4 million in the NBA so far. Played with the Memphis Grizzlies before and ending now with the Toronto Raptors. Now, with this being said, this does not mean that his basketball career is over. It just means that his NBA career is over. He could go play overseas. He could go play in another country and still make money playing over there. I doubt that they care about gambling on games in those other countries, which will probably end up happening. The reason I would assume he probably got caught was because he told some people what he was doing, and those people went and bet on the games as well. It was rumored that there was up to $2 million in bets on DraftKings and other public platforms on Jonte Porter, which, you know, most bets are on big players, big-time games, so it's a little fishy when up to $2 million comes in on bets on Jonte Porter, a two-way player who doesn't really play that much. A really unfortunate situation for Jonte Porter, but I'm sure the NBA made this ban to make a statement and let all other players, upcoming players, current players, former players, just make a statement to the...
How the fuck do you risk $400,000 for 20?
Man, I'm gonna say this. A player of his lackluster character, that 400,000 probably wasn't even 400,000 for real. See, a lot of people don't understand, like, when you not a household name, you not really a player in the league, it's just like you really just there for the trip. Like you really there for the ride. Like, so I mean, like I say, where there's a right way, there's a wrong way. He went about it the wrong way. He could have did it, being that he really not a name, and he was on the Raptors. Like the Raptors are trash. So it's like he could have did it, but he did it the wrong way. He was leaking information to the bettors. Like, bro, we know you're not gonna get 20 points. We know you probably on prize picks, you probably like a 3.5 guy. I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under with you anyway. So,
well, his under. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah. So he was saying that they said that they got audio leaks of him saying like he was gonna go in the game, he was gonna play hurt or be sick. Bro, you play like that every time I see you on the game. Like, they just don't do nothing different. They don't do nothing different. I'm going with the under. Don't do nothing different.
Yeah, you go try your hardest. I'm gonna win. Just try your hardest,
man. Just play defense. Just play defense. Don't do nothing on the offensive end. Get you some money.
They said they realized the picks that were made were based on him getting like 5 minutes and a missed shot, and it kept the same bet was getting a lot of money onto something so simple. But you talking about 400,000, so you get 400,000. Your agent get what, 10%?
Right.
10%. So that's 40 grand out there. So that leave you what, 360.
Still got to pay your taxes.
Oh yeah, they taxing that off the top.
So you had about 150. You had 150. You done bought a house. Got a girl from Lucky's. So you already had.
Right. You almost at this point. You almost in the hole. You almost in the red.
So that 20 grand that you can probably make 3 games a week. You see what I'm saying? Like,
that 60 grand. That sounds good. Sounds good.
You realize how math backwards fuck your math up forward.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a rocket science, like you said. All you really had to do was shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
That's it, bro. That's it.
What would make you? I don't understand. The thing that I don't understand about this generation is secrets don't exist no more.
Yeah, they don't.
These motherfuckers will commit a murder on a Zoom call. They will plan a murder on a Zoom call, nigga.
Word.
I don't understand.
Yeah, the silence.
Nobody can hold water,
bro. The silence, the secrecy is gone, bro. It's gone. It's gone. But that's just the day and age that we live in now, bro. Everybody want to do this. Everybody. Listen,
you gotta have something to talk about, cuz.
Man, I'm being quiet. If I was in his situation, I would have probably bet it every game, and nobody would have knew. I would have bet it every game for years. And they would have had to do a documentary on me when I was done. Man, I hit them for so much money.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't even understand what would make you feel like you could get away with speaking about your fucking scam.
That snitch shit, he probably told the wrong person. Because, like, check this out. If I wasn't the original people you told, and I'm making $200-$300, $1,000, whatever, and then I go tell my cuz,
right?
Now my cuz might not be quiet because that's not his man's man. That's just and that shit get out. Shit, everybody out there walking with $1,000, $1,500, they just gonna tell like, hey man, but they ain't gonna play it. Well, how y'all know he ain't gonna play it? Don't worry about it. We already know. He not gonna play. He gonna come up sick within the first 40 seconds of the game, and motherfuckers be like, "All right, I'm gonna get greedy. I'm gonna go ahead and drop 3,000 on it."
That's how I go.
You've been spending. You had $200 on prize picks all year long.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden you dropping $3,500, right, on somebody that don't get no plans on it. Yeah, all right, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I hope you get ready for China, because that's where you're going.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You only get a check if you win.
I mean, you got popular. He can go to Spain. He got places he can get off in.
No, obviously, like you said, he got to play above his skill set now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he actually got to go play ball now. He can't just sit on the bench and drink Gatorade and high five.
But I think get out there. That's the pedigree of the NBA. Just because the NBA is attached to his name, he'll be able to go out there and stand around. And not that the competition in China, the competition might be a little bit lackluster, where he averaging 4.5 points. He probably can get up to 12 or 13. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling. I got one final story, and this one right here it's the beginning of the end, man. We've been talking about, well, people in the know been talking about AI.
Right.
This story is how AI ties into pop culture. This is just an example.
So a former Arkansas police
First, you gotta get a beat that sound like chaos and the world is ending. So this is a beat that I cooked up. You gotta write some lyrics and spit them the way that K-Dot would write them and spit them. Utter my name 3 times in front of your mirror. You hesitate and proceed after you reconsider. I know Kendrick Lamar likes to emphasize his T's. Party. He can party. So we gotta incorporate that. Grab your Glocks when you see K-Dot. See that hard T I was telling y'all about? Dot. Most people just say dot. He dot. Last but not least, I gotta put my beat tag on it. Now let's listen to how the finished result sound.
Grab your Glocks when you see K-Dot. Better car ghost riders just to beat K-Dot. I came with a full clip, but only need one shot.
Now this song is viral on YouTube. It's called One Shot. I ain't gonna lie, I shocked myself. I thought it was gonna sound fake. I thought people was gonna be able to tell it was fake. People think it's actually real. So I just want to come out for the record and say that it's AI. That's not Kendrick's response. I know Kendrick gonna come harder than that. I just couldn't get too disrespectful because I ain't in a beef. You feel me? Ain't nobody diss me. It's actually funny. I seen Drake heard it and commented. He laughed.
We really out here arguing about who got the better track, and none of the niggas that we fucking fighting for is the nigga that you hear.
It just go to show you, bro. All those movies, long time ago, all those movies you used to watch, it's coming to existence, bro. All this AI, artificial intelligence, iRobot, and bro, you know, I was in Vegas, man, maybe last year, and I rode the Uber that don't got no driver.
You faithful. You pray.
Right then and there, I knew. Like my grandma said, we living in our last days, bro. People better get right with whoever they make it is, whoever they believe in, better get right.
Bro,
how scared
was you in a car with no driver?
Bro, I called everybody who I knew. I said, man, y'all ain't gonna believe this right here. I'm in the Uber by myself. What you mean? Bro, I'm in the Uber by myself. Nobody's in here with me. It's just me. No driver. Like a virtual, like AI talking to me on the screen. Like, it's weird, but that's just where we going at with, huh?
Where you said that? In the back passenger seat?
Yeah, I sit in the back. Yeah, I sit in the back. When you get that, like when the car pull up, the door unlock, you get in. Of course, you already been paid, so they know where you're going. Then, you know, a little screen come up and give you little prompts of, you know, rating, and, you know, it give you like, we won't move until you put your seatbelt on, like the AI talking to you, and then you go on about your way. Like,
this is wild in the fact, on the strength of this man just did a whole song as another motherfucker, right? So the average motherfucker, you would be like, that ain't no big deal. It's wild, but that ain't no big deal. Right. But imagine a messy motherfucker fucking with you. Right. That toxic ass girlfriend or boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? The scammer capability of having a conversation with a motherfucker that sound like the motherfucker that you want to talk to.
Right.
Hell no, that man found out his old lady cheating. He trying to set the man up.
Bruh. You got to be careful, man. You got to hold your circles closer than you ever had to hold them before. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Right. They just like they doing all these videos with different people's faces on them, but with the AI voices, like, you'd be surprised what people can do, bro, with them AIs. Like,
the AI is the facial recognition on your phone that they started 5-6 years ago. They
Oh,
try
yeah.
to make it work. And now it's unlocking the phone. And now when people post that shit, you be like, I know that's you, but it blended pretty good.
Right. That's just like if you ever look on Facebook and you can tell when somebody's account got hacked when they be doing them videos, like the money videos, and it be the person face, but they mouth be moving, but it don't be them. It don't be their
Yeah.
voice. But they
Right.
be talking. I'm like, boy, your account nigga hacked. Boy, they talking about you can turn my $1,000 to $1 million. Talking about doing all these cash app glitches. Like, yeah, bro, you might need to deactivate your Facebook. Find out what's going on. Somebody got your information.
Yeah. I ain't never been a fan of scammers.
Yeah, me either, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Scammers almost worse than thieves. Like thieving. Like you steal my car, I'll be mad. But it's like my car is some. These scammers.
You say if you steal my car, I'm mad at you. But if I take my car to get an oil change and it disappears,
Yeah.
Right.
That's completely different.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
I send it into the car wash and it don't come out the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I'm about to do my taxes. I know I'm about to get 4 bands back on my taxes, and my taxes already been filed. Like,
You see, that's a big thing right now, man. A lot of people ain't got their tax money, man. People, social security numbers out here, man. People just be living free without their socials, and you never know who you giving your social to.
That's like this stupid chick on one of them reels, cause she put her motherfucker. It was just a Cash App card, but she put her Cash App card on the reel and showed people, and was like, "Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit." And the next video, she was shocked and appalled when motherfuckers started running her card at Amazon.
Okay. All right.
You have to be at least 10% as smart as the equipment you work with.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
You ain't got to be the whole 100.
Right.
10 will keep you out of trouble.
Right.
And if you ain't got that 10, bless your motherfucking heart.
You know, I don't say the word bitches, but bitch, you stupid. Bitch, you stupid.
You ain't right.
I don't use that word, but bitch, you stupid.
All right.
Man, look, those were my 3 videos of the week in terms of the shit that I see that I just be wanting to get perspective on, cause what the fuck are people thinking these days? We come from a simpler time, those of us in a particular age range, and the motherfuckers after us don't have no clue because they have no idea of what the old world was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's enough on that, man. Petty Freddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about what you got going on, pal.
You said Petty Freddy. They said yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about what you got going on right now and what you are aiming to do here in the near future.
So right now, man, I'm really focusing on. I know a lot of people asking me when I'm get back on the stage and display my talents. Right now, man, I'm really focusing on content creation, man. Like that's the wave. Like I'm gonna be real. Like a lot of people don't understand what going to this comedy game, like especially when you traveling and you doing it everything on your own, like independently, like making sure you getting what I get booked. So I don't want people to think that I don't get booked. I get booked to be places, but just like when you're doing it on your own, we not Kevin Hart's and we not Desi Banks of the world. Like we independent. So we don't got a team with us. We don't got a PR person. We don't got an agent. We doing all this on our own. So anything that we putting out, we doing it on our own. We don't got somebody that monetize and watch our social medias for us. Like we doing it on our own. So when I get booked for shows out of town, yeah, you might send me a deposit to get there. But for the most part, me getting there is on me.
Right.
So whether I'm driving or flying or however it go, that's coming out of my pocket.
Yeah.
So, I want people to understand like it's easier said than done when you're doing it, but they see these Country Wayne stories and oh yeah, they got a little motion and they here and they there. They don't tell you about the dark days when we had to drive and had to all get in one car and do free shows, and now we way past the free shows. Yeah, I'm put that out there. There's a disclaimer. We way past the free shows. Cause this ain't doing nothing for free. The only thing that I do for free are for like, for good causes. But yeah, so right now, man, I'm more so focusing on like content creation, man, because you reach a broader audience with TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and so that's what I'm focusing on, like making good content. And I sprinkle in my shows here and there. So whenever I do have shows, I make sure that the people who want to see me, they know where I'm at. I'm more so now doing more giving back to like up and coming comics that want to do what I've done. So I do a lot of open mics. I'm in Charlotte now, so I do a lot of open mics. I still come to the city and pull up at open mics and just see who hot, who new, who fresh, who upcoming. And then once I see you, I put your name in people's ear, and give you that shot, because that's how I got on. Like somebody gave my name to a person and put me in a position to win. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm more so looking into like doing more acting and stuff like that outside of comedy, because I don't want to be a one-trick pony.
Right. I mean, go ahead.
I was going to ask you, since you're outside the city, how does your comedy routine, how does the audience feel about your comedy as far as Columbia routine in other places? So
I'm gonna be real. So I've done a lot for the city as far as like comedy. So I got an audience that I cater to and they gravitate to me. So like even when I'm outside of Columbia, like they'll pull up because they know my style of comedy and that's what they want to hear. And then you got the naysayers that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? The more political, they want the more politically acclaimed style of comedy. That ain't my style of comedy. I do comedy for the poor folks. Like I tell people, my comedy is for the people that came up in the struggle. Like I cater to my audience. So, but when you hear me, like my style of comedy is rugged, raw, like authentic. Like it ain't fabricated, it ain't made up. It ain't something that I got to go back in my mind and make you believe. Like when you hear me and how I deliver it to you, you gonna understand where I'm coming from and you gonna feel it. Now, if that ain't your cup of tea, then get you some lemonade.
Okay.
Well, I will say this: I get more love outside of the city than I do in the city, but that come with the game. So I'm not gonna be like, oh well, I can't even get love from Columbia, because people that don't know you treat you better than people that have been knowing you your whole life. That's just I've grown to know that. Like, especially traveling and seeing different things, being around different people. People that don't know you genuinely gravitate towards you more than a person that been knowing you for 10 years, because you already know the BS that they got going on and this, that, and the third. So you know what come with a person that you've been knowing a long time versus a person that you met 30 minutes ago.
When people know you, you gotta make them laugh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When people don't know you, they ready to laugh. They waiting for you to say something funny,
right,
as opposed to you having to make them laugh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I definitely get that. It's the same thing with any other form of entertainment. Motherfuckers feel like because they know you not doing something special. What your ignorant ass don't know is everybody can't do what I do.
I'm telling you. I tell people that all the time. I say, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something about comedy that you might not know. If you think you can be one, hey, I give you the baton. Go up there and see what you can do. It's an art form. It's an art form. I've studied, I've read plenty of books, I've watched plenty movies, documentaries. Like, is an art form. Like stage presence, you got to know how to deliver, when to fall back off a joke, when to know when a joke ain't working for you. Like, there's a lot of comments you might, and this probably being some of your favorite comments that you like, man, why is he just still going on about it? Like the joke ain't hit.
Right.
But that come with not knowing the game. You just got put into a situation with the right people, but you're not really knowing the game. Like, so, I tell people, man, it's easier said than done, and it's easier than it look. It's harder than it look, for sure.
What comedian gave you the coming up? What comedian was like, yeah, you got something, you got to twerk something a little bit, but you got something. Like, what comedian gave you that?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's two in particular for sure. My first co-sign was Earthquake.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm from Georgia, so one of my first jobs, believe it or not, was at his club. Like, I would clean up the aftermath of his late nights, like the morning after. Like he would make sure, like, he would bring us in, we would clean up, like take out the trash, everything. But as I got older, and I started like dipping and dabbling into nightlife, he seen me a couple of times. He's like, man, you might be on to something, And another one, my boy Doodoo Brown.
Legend.
Doodoo Brown. Like Doodoo Brown and Skip G. Like when I first came to Columbia, like Skip, that's like that's OG to me. Like, anybody say anything about South Carolina comedy period, like if you don't say Skip G name, like I'm gonna be like, yeah, you can't. You can say what you want to say about him, but you can't hate him, bro. Like he was one of those ones, like him, Timmy Tim, like them, some of them ones, like, you know what I'm saying? So you can't say comedy in the city or in the state of South Carolina period without mentioning some of the pioneers. Like,
that's real talk.
All right, my brother already know I'm about to go. You already know I'm about to go, whether it's controversy or not. So
y'all love controversy?
No, we don't love controversy. We love conversation.
Me too.
So I asked, we had Barry White on here. Barry White
Charleston White.
And we were just asking, like, who's the prominent people in Columbia? Like, who runs Columbia that is not spoken? Because I'm not talking about the politicians. I'm just talking about, let's throw a party. Let's have so-and-so coming to the city. Stuff like that. Somebody comes to the city, who they go to suggest a good restaurant. Like, who are those people?
So if I had to go with, like, maybe I'm gonna say 3 people. When you come, especially when you come to Columbia, South Carolina, like, if you don't know who Earl Cooper is, like Big like Earl Cooper is the person who throwing the latest concerts in the city, and he not just doing it for one set of people. Like, he doing it for the ladies, he doing it for the younger folks. He got restaurants, car lots. Like, he a credible source. Mogul Mindset, Chris Canzata.
Mogul Mindset.
For sure. Like, and brother put me in a lot of position to win, so I ain't got nothing bad to say about bro. And I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna give y'all a woman. Let me see. Who can I say as far as female? Because it's some pretty dope females in the city too, and I don't want to sound biased or leave nobody out. But if I had to say one female, it'll probably be Beezy Baby.
Yeah, she making major moves.
Yeah, it'll probably be Beezy Baby for sure. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, her networking is like her grind, and just being a part of like some of the stuff that she had going on, because a lot of people don't know, man, Beezy put a lot of people in situations to win in the city.
That's
behind the scenes, like, without the radio help. Like, I know she did some stuff for me, like, without the radio help, like. And if you ever really looked into her story, like where she come from to where she at now, like total 360. So you can't do nothing but applaud a woman that did it like that, like genuinely, like turned it all the way around, and like now being successful as she is, like she in my eyes, she a pioneer, dog. Like, even the Breakfast Club move was like major, like that was dope. Like, I feel like she should have been on it before Jess, for real.
So how do you feel about the Columbia Comedy House, Columbia comedy scene, the stand-up scenes, the hole-in-the-wall stand-up scenes? Like, how do you feel about? I have an impression on the Comedy House because that's the largest one we have in here.
Right. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, The old comedy house on Bear Hill Road was the real comedy house. Like ever
Right.
since it moved, that killed the scene. Like to me, it killed that vibe. Like now I see people throwing parties in the comedy house. Like what?
They
Like
gotta
I
pay
ain't
that
been in a
lease.
while. Yeah, and you know why? Because when you go against your locals, see one thing about comedy clubs that people don't understand is your locals is what keep your comedy club relevant. But
Right.
when you don't book your locals and you always trying to book a name, just because that's a name don't necessarily mean that the people gonna come see that name.
Right.
But if you book a couple of locals that people know that's from the city, that know what's going on, that's relatable and reliable, then your place of business will have Columbia in it. If you got Columbia comics there, not somebody from Texas, not somebody from Alabama that we don't know who these people is, or we just know they got a following. Anybody can have a following on Facebook. You can make a video one day and then the next day you wake up, you got 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
In
But
a
that'll
real
make you
day.
funny. Yeah, that'll make you funny.
It don't
So-
mean you can hold attention for a half hour. That's for
Right,
sure.
right. And see, like I said, no knock to them because I've been lucky and fortunate enough to bless their stage a couple of times. But as far as now, bro, like it ain't, from what I hear, it ain't doing as good as it once was, and that's
See,
what happened.
The crazy thing, we got a guy that we fuck with named Comedyville. So he basically takes, it's not the 85 South vibe. It's like a small version of it. And
Right.
he takes it around touring. So he go
Right.
play in Cali, Atlanta, Chicago, and he takes comedians and they got a whole setup, DJ and everything. And he asked me, he was like, he had touched down in Columbia. He was like, there's a spot down there we can rock with. And in my head, I'm just like, I can't answer that to you right now.
Right.
But he wanted to bring, because what me and my brother got, he rocked with it. He was like, he would like to bring his shit here. It's just like, we got to find the right space, the right money. We got to go back the right way of doing it. But me and my brother, like, when we do this shit off love. We don't do this shit so much. Of course, we want to make money and monetize, but we don't do this shit to be a gatekeeper or whatever. We do this shit because we love this shit.
Right.
For a man to come and say, I can drop this with y'all, I just need the logistics and who to talk to and all that, and we ain't got it.
Yeah.
Comedy House didn't bounce back from COVID with no pop, no pizzazz, man. And for you to have a comedy club, especially now, you know what I'm saying, with so much fuck shit going on in the world, that's an outlet for people. People want to go laugh somewhere.
Absolutely.
And they high though. They high too with the whole.
You can be whatever. I don't think the pricing got shit to do with it. You have to bring a show. You feel me?
You got to bring something that people want to see.
What I'm saying is, so let's say you get a comic coming in and let's say $25 ticket. But if you got a 2-item minimum that's gonna cost you $25, $30, people out here struggling. That changed the whole.
I feel you, but I just think that's something that you plan for. You feel me?
Well, you paying for it if you're doing one show. Now, if you're trying to do double up on the show, get that 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, then yeah, that's a problem.
I think it's more or less like I said, the downtime, everybody had an excuse. There was downtime. Yeah, your money was fucked up a little bit, but you should have had something in play that was like, bitch, we back.
Yeah, man, all that PPP money that was going on out here, I'm pretty sure they got a little piece of it. So it really ain't no excuse. Like the COVID really gave people enough time to actually sit down and figure out what it is that they was gonna do with themselves. You ain't had nothing but time, so everybody had a game plan. If you didn't have a game plan, that was on you. I just feel like they lost sight of, and like somebody said in the comments, management. I remember when it was managed by Mr. Steve, long live, back in the day. Like every night it was something at the comedy house going on. Whether it was an open mic, whether it was, they had the little, the other little shows going on for the women, and they had the other little shows going on for, that community. But it was always, the doors was always open. It was always something to do there. You know what I'm saying? Something to participate for the people to come see.
Right.
And then on Fridays, you had comedy, like you knew you was gonna have your laugh. The Weekend was strictly just comedy, like nothing else. But they lost sight of that, and now I heard it's like a nightclub or something.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they
like
got
a nightclub.
So
Lava.
yeah,
It's
nah,
called
come
Lava.
on, man. Nah,
Like
yeah.
that's what I would like if I had that chance. He'd be like, "Hey, what should we do?" I would do a comedy weekend from the crack of dawn, 11 o'clock Saturday morning.
Right.
We're doing comics back to back to back with a break, back to back to local artists. We just want to bring the energy back,
Right.
because a local artist should promote better than any radio station could.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you do a strong pitch. You can do a local NCAA bracket. You can do it. You can do it. The first 10 minutes, we're gonna split 10 minutes. Do your best joke, and we pick them, and you out. And when I say pick them and you out, like that shit has to go to
10 minutes is a long time, so you got to be funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But the results go to 103.9 and 100.1 to beat to help promote. Like,
Right.
hey, this is what they doing. And you narrow that shit down. You narrow that shit down. And then when you finally get who you think gonna be the winner around, you go find somebody like it ain't gotta be a top comedian, but you can go find somebody, another well-known comedian to help finish out the show of who's the funniest out of Columbia.
Right.
I think they should do a bracket, local comedian, and then they open up for a big comedian.
That would be dope. And you know, back in the day, like we used to have little stuff like that.
Right.
And that's another thing, like the competitive edge gone, bro. Like everybody, you know, either feel like they're the best or don't want to be upstaged by one of their peers, bro. It's friendly competition. I know it's people that's funnier than me, but all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you get yours off, I get mine off. Somebody might see me and like my material a little more than yours, and somebody might like your material a little bit more than mine. But the eye's still there on both of us at that very present time. Like I don't care. I I tell people, I don't do comedy for money, bro. I get paid by the people that see me.
Yeah. That's how me and my brother feel about this show. Just like we ain't gonna have the best content and the best quality. We're gonna have the best vibe though. When you come on our show, you're gonna feel relaxed. That's the only thing we care about. That's our niche. Our niche is the relaxation of the guests, and it'll turn the show by itself.
Right.
I did want to get into you before we get out of here. There's two small segments I want to get into. I want to do the betterment of Columbia. We can talk 5 minutes on that.
Okay.
Real quick, and then the last 5. I ain't gonna tell you right now. We're gonna wait till we get the last 5 minutes.
I bet.
But the betterment of Columbia. So, suggestion me and my partner were thinking about is women's basketball is in the uproar. Women's basketball is in the uproar. If anything, you bring USC a female WNBA team. Don's not the coach. Just bring them a team here because Don has the followers who will follow the Gamecocks to the WNBA game just because.
Absolutely.
Now, if Don chooses to be the coach, she can. If she chooses, which I think what's going to happen is Tanner step down and give Don the job when he's ready.
Yeah.
So my question is, hey, everybody's talking about the WNBA money, and I seen a lot of responses. What I would say, you can't say they're not getting no money if you're not watching those games. That's the simplest way to get all their pay up is to watch their games, which people aren't doing, but they watch them in college. But I feel like in Columbia, do you think a WNBA team will? And Don's on top. She WNBA on top.
Yeah.
Do you think a WNBA team will last in Columbia?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like right now. Like, but a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes some of the best business moves come with irrational thinking. Like right now, the way Don has like pole vaulted like the sports as far as women's sports. Right now, if I was a multi-million-dollar type of dude, like I would be trying to find a way to I would be trying to force a WNBA team down here on Don. Like, hey, listen, hey, look, hey, you still can coach. You still can coach Carolina.
Yeah.
Because those seasons don't intertwine with each other. Because
She
the
don't
WNBA
need
season
to
don't
do
start
that though, because she got so many players that are league capable. All she got to do is show up once a week.
Yeah, but it's her
During the
name on it. But they gotta see her name as something that's in charge. That's all I'm saying.
even if she wasn't even the coach, even if she was like personnel, like VP or something, or GM,
Her name,
just her name on it alone, the money would be here. I feel like the money would be here because.
And I think it's a cheap thing. We didn't get the Carolina Panthers. They don't want nobody to go against the USC Gamecocks football. But the women's basketball, the USC basketball teams pack more games than the WNBA games.
Absolutely. Like, I feel like the name should be Don Staley Arena. That's just my personal thought. They should change the name. They should change it to Don Staley Arena. Yeah, Don Staley Arena. Because there's nothing colonial about it.
In a real way. I don't know, man. You got to bring the people something. I don't think there's enough in the entertainment space. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. You got Lake Murray. You got, the Vista, but I think a women's basketball league would be super dope.
Yeah.
I think it would be
cheap.
I think you could go anywhere between Rock Hill and Columbia to make it work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we just need more outlets in the city. It just seemed like once upon a time it was a lot more things to do in the city.
Right.
Leon Lott shut them down.
Yeah. Leon Lott putting that, like Joe Clark putting them chains on the door.
Yeah.
They putting the chains on the door.
You gotta think, for all the hood shit, that's why people want to come to the city. He shut down.
Right.
The professional shit they don't want because there's nothing entertaining here.
Yeah.
Like that shit go hand in hand.
Yeah.
The Lake Murray shit was dope because they thought about putting resorts on Lake Murray and they turned it down. The people at Lake Murray turned it down. They wanted to put some commercial hotels on Lake Murray. They were like,
they know what happens when you do that.
Right.
Motherfuckers come out of town, tear that shit up.
Yeah. We ain't even did the small stuff yet. We ain't even got a Top Golf yet. Like, do the small stuff. Give us a little Top Golf.
No, they were talking about Top Golf before COVID happened. They not the arcade. They were talking about bringing Top Golf here right before COVID happened, and it died out. They were talking about I think my brother, we said St. Andrews, Piney Grove area.
Yeah. But that area bad now. Back in the day, that area was all right. That area bad too. Harbison, you had to worry about that going on in Harbison.
Shit, not now.
Not now. Clearly.
Shit.
I just think
you go down Harbison, they trying to rob a bank in the middle.
Man, in the middle of the day. Like, dang. Rob a bank and a gas station. All right, boy, y'all is tough.
Or crazy, one of the two.
Yeah. Both.
All right. On the way out, what's this shit called? I had it. I keep thinking about this shit. Damn, bro. I don't even drink beer. All right. So it's the last call. We got the dope shit. So right for the last call, I just want to do a small segment just because of your name. We're going to do 3, 3, and 3. We're going to start with you, Freddie.
All right.
Think of the most pettiest shit. Me and my brother started this a while back. You got to think of something extra petty.
So
one at a time.
One of the most pettiest things I think I've ever done, bro. I was a supervisor. I'm not gonna say the company because but I used to really steal time from them. Like, I'm talking about bad. Like, I would clock in, literally like steal time, like never do no work. And I was a supervisor, bro. Like, I felt like I hadn't achieved and got to that part of my life with them. Like, I'm not doing no more work. Like, don't ask me for nothing. Don't call me for nothing. Don't walkie-talkie me. Don't radio me. Just when I'm ready to put in my PTO, somebody approve it. That's all. At this point,
you're not there no more, right? You're not there no more.
No. I'm definitely.
All right, what job was that?
No, don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
Yeah, they know who they are. They know who they are.
I think you need an example. We talking about petty shit that you can wish on a motherfucker, you know,
Oh,
if they do shit, you know, fucked up. So I'm gonna go first. I hope every time you go to goddamn get in your car, your nails split in the middle.
Damn.
oh
That shit
my
hurt.
God.
Yeah.
Damn.
I hope every time you go to the eye doctor, you got a smudge in your glasses.
Mm.
You know what's so funny, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Me wearing glasses, I'll be the person that always going in the eye doctor with dirty glasses, bro. Got a smudge and be wiping it on my shirt. Like, that's just crazy. Oh, nah. So I hope, and, you know, the girl name will remain nameless, but I be wishing some petty stuff on her. I hope every time she go to the grocery store and get a Sprite that is flat. Every
Damn.
time.
That's real. That's real. I hope every time you see a woman you like, your balls itch, and you ain't got no choice but to scratch it immediately on sight. Every time you see a motherfucker you want to holler at.
I hope every single female you want to holler at, you see her in the men's bathroom pissing in the urinal.
Damn.
I hope that new car that you just bought, when you crank it up, the check engine like automatically come on.
That is crazy.
Oh,
I hope every time you in a crowded space, you have uncontrollable gas and they know you farted.
I hope you always holler at your kids to do something, they not listening, and then you really find out that they can't listen.
What? Boy, you was go ahead.
That was it.
That's the last round. Look, I hope y'all continue to watch the show after these childish antics that we put on for y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give it up to you, Petty Freddy. Let people know where to find you at, man. Social media,
Man.
all that good shit.
All social media, man. IG comedian Petty Freddy, all one word. All lowercase. At Facebook, Freddy Boy, FREDDY Boy, BOYD. TikTok, comedian Petty Freddy. And Christian Mingle, Yes Jesus Love Me 69.
I know
yeah,
that's
but
right.
yeah, just type in any search engine, man. Type in comedian Petty Freddy, man. All my links, bios, content, everything I got going on, upcoming show dates, all that, emails, contact information will pop up.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Carolina, what you gonna tell the people on the way out?
Never super. I met this young. Well, I didn't meet him. I saw some content of him on TikTok. No, it's Facebook. It was Facebook. Top 10 strip club. I said I got to hit him up because I got a problem with this shit. I stated my problem, but it fed me to his TikTok to watch all his shit. So I appreciate that. Like you never know, never know what somebody's doing. You know what they got growing, what they got brewing. So like that was very dope, and I hit him up.
Tell me what the plan is, Ray. Oh,
I hit him up, and he was down ever since day one when I got the message. So I appreciate you coming on here. Network Power, that's my shit. Open chair. When we say open chair, that means you can hit me up. Don't wait for me. Just be like, hey, I want to get on, and we'll set a schedule. Or sometimes we do a late chair, which is somebody don't come on. We got going about 2 hours. I might just shoot you a message, say, hey, you want to get on? And nothing personal. It's just how we do. But you got an open chair, man. Don't wait for me to invite you back home, bro. You just say, hey, I want to get on.
Yeah, I like running my mouth. So podcasting, man, that's something that I'm getting in my repertoire right now, man. Got the equipment set up, man. I'm taking it piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, next time we got to make sure you have some drinks with us because you said repertoire too well. We got to make sure you got little slur in it. Incredible Hulk. We gotta get you that green Incredible Hulk.
Ain't nobody drinking that shit no more.
Yeah,
man, I ain't lying. Yeah,
that shit is. That's the shit Homer Simpson was putting in the nuclear reactor. Cause that's that bullshit.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
but that's on TikTok though. They got young people on TikTok like, so what is this gonna do?
Yeah, that's because they don't know no better.
Yeah,
that's because they don't know no better.
And you wondering why your head's stuck between the washer and dryer at the end of the night.
In a real way.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, it's another dope show. Freddie, I appreciate you for coming
Yeah.
on and shooting the shit
Always.
with us, man.
Yes,
Really
sir.
good energy. I wish all the dope shit in the world happened and it go the
Likewise,
way
man.
that you
Y'all
need
keep
it to
grinding,
go.
bro. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I say, open chill. I'm gonna hold y'all to that. Definitely
Hey,
ain't my last time on.
in a real way. Like I always say, man, love the people who love you back, man. Until the next time, this is the bottom of the bottom. I'm Jay Walking the Third. That's Carolina Dirt 803. Y'all check out comedian Petty Freddy. Until the next time, we gone, man. Y'all be easy.